Welcome to the ultimate 7-day USA itinerary. If you're ready for an adventure-packed week filled with iconic landmarks, jaw-dropping scenery, and unforgettable experiences, then stick around. Whether you're a first-time visitor or a seasoned traveler, this itinerary has the perfect mix of culture, history, nature, and nightlife. We're covering legendary cities, breathtaking landscapes, and thrilling activities. We also got you covered with a morning, afternoon, and evening included for every single day. So get ready. So buckle up, because we're about to take you on the most epic trip across the USA. Travel Earthpage presents. Day 1 begins in the one and only New York City. There's no better way to start the day than with a fresh New York bagel loaded with cream cheese, or if you're feeling adventurous, an iconic bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich from a classic NYC deli. Fueled up and ready to go, head straight to the Empire State Building or top of the Rock. The view from the top will take your breath away. Gaze out over the sprawling cityscape, where skyscrapers touch the clouds and yellow taxis weave through the streets below. Once you've had your fill of incredible skyline views, take a stroll down Fifth Avenue. Home to some of the world's most famous luxury stores, designer boutiques, and historic landmarks like St. Patrick's Cathedral. Now it's time for the afternoon. No visit to NYC is complete without exploring Central Park. Rent a bike or take a scenic walk through this vast urban oasis, passing through must-see spots like Bow Bridge, Bethesda Fountain, and the tranquil Strawberry Fields. If you're feeling fancy, hop on a horse-drawn carriage and enjoy the park in old-school style. Once you've worked up an appetite, make your way to one of New York's legendary pizzerias. Whether it's a classic dollar slice from Joe's or a cheesy, foldable pie from Lombardi's, you're in for a treat. After lunch, dive into the city's incredible art scene by visiting either the Metropolitan Museum of Art, home to thousands of masterpieces, or the Museum of Modern Art, where you can see Van Gogh's Starry Night up close. At last we have the evening in New York. As the sun sets, the magic of New York comes alive. Walk through the dazzling lights of Times Square, where the flashing billboards and street performers make for an electrifying atmosphere. But the night doesn't end here. It's time for Broadway, where world-class productions bring stories to life on stage. Whether it's a classic like The Lion King, or a new smash hit, you're guaranteed a night of unforgettable entertainment. After the show, cap off your first night with a cocktail at a rooftop bar like 235th. Where you can sip your drink with the glittering Manhattan skyline as your backdrop. Rise and shine. On day 2 we're heading to Washington, D.C., a city steeped in history and filled with grand monuments. We start off the morning by hopping on an early morning train or catch a short flight from NYC to D.C. and begin your day with a classic American breakfast. Think fluffy pancakes, crispy bacon, and a steaming cup of coffee. Then, it's off to the National Mall, the heart of the city's historical district. Here, you'll explore the Lincoln Memorial, where you can stand on the very steps where Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his "I Have a Dream" speech. Next, visit the towering Washington Monument and gaze at the breathtaking views stretching all the way to the U.S. Capitol. No visit to D.C. is complete without seeing the White House, the most famous residence in America. Even if you don't have a tour booked, snapping a photo from Lafayette Square is a must. Now we have the afternoon. After a history-filled morning, it's time to explore the world-renowned Smithsonian museums. Whether you're fascinated by space travel, American history, or fine art, there's a museum for you. The National Air and Space Museum is a favorite, home to the Apollo 11 command module and the Wright brothers' first plane. If you love art, the National Gallery of Art has everything from Renaissance masterpieces to modern abstract pieces. After an inspiring visit, grab lunch in Georgetown, a charming neighborhood filled with boutique shops and scenic waterfront views. Enjoy a delicious meal at a cozy cafe before wandering the cobblestone streets lined with colorful row houses. Now for the evening, as night falls, take a moonlit stroll along the Potomac River, where the illuminated Jefferson Memorial creates a breathtaking reflection on the water. For dinner, indulge in some of the best seafood in town at a waterfront restaurant. Then, end your night with a quiet walk along the tidal basin, where the softly glowing monuments make for a truly magical experience. For day 3 we fly south to Miami, where tropical vibes and Latin culture take center stage. Kickstart your morning with a strong Cuban coffee and some delicious pastelitos in Little Havana. The rich flavors and vibrant atmosphere will transport you straight to the heart of Cuba. Next, it's time to hit South Beach. Rent a sunbed, dip your toes in the soft sand, and bask in the warm Florida sun. If you're feeling adventurous, try jet skiing across the turquoise waters or go parasailing for an aerial view of the stunning coastline. Now for the afternoon in Miami. After soaking up the sun, grab a fresh seafood lunch at one of the beachfront restaurants along Ocean Drive. Then, take a walk through the historic Art Deco district, where pastel-colored buildings and retro neon signs make for an Instagram-worthy backdrop. If you're up for an adventure, take a short trip to the Everglades National Park for an airboat ride through the swamps, where you'll spot alligators, exotic birds, and lush mangroves. Let's end the day in Miami with the evening. As the sun sets, Miami's nightlife takes over. Start with a rooftop cocktail at a swanky lounge like Sugar, where you can sip mojitos while overlooking the city. Then, dive into the high-energy club scene in Wynwood or South Beach, where Latin beats and world-class DJs keep the party going until dawn. If clubs aren't your style, opt for a relaxed evening cruise along Biscayne Bay, where the city lights shimmer against the water. On day 4, we fly to the Big Easy, New Orleans. Start your morning with a classic southern breakfast of beignets and café au lait at the legendary Café du Monde. Then, take a guided walking tour through the historic French Quarter, admiring the stunning architecture, lively street musicians, and colorful atmosphere. Now for the afternoon in New Orleans. For lunch, indulge in some classic Creole cuisine like gumbo or jambalaya. Then, hop on a steamboat cruise along the Mississippi River for a relaxing ride with live jazz music. Afterward, explore the Garden District, home to beautiful mansions and the famous Lafayette Cemetery. At last we have the evening. At night, the energy of New Orleans truly shines. Head to Frenchman Street for live jazz at a legendary club, or experience the electric nightlife on Bourbon Street. Whether you're dancing to brass bands or sipping a hurricane cocktail, you'll quickly fall in love with the city's incredible spirit. On day 5 we have the Grand Canyon. Take a short flight or scenic drive from Las Vegas to the Grand Canyon. Arrive early to watch the sunrise over the South Rim, one of the most breathtaking sights in the world. Fuel up with breakfast at a lodge before setting out on a short hike along the Rim Trail, offering stunning views of the canyon's deep, colorful layers. Now for the afternoon. For the ultimate experience, take a helicopter tour over the canyon for jaw-dropping aerial views. Then, enjoy a picnic lunch with the incredible backdrop of one of the world's greatest natural wonders. If you're up for a bit more adventure, try rafting along the Colorado River or take a mule ride down into the canyon for a different perspective. Let's end the day in Grand Canyon with a great evening. As the sun sets, the canyon takes on a whole new level of beauty. Watch the sky transform into shades of orange, pink, and purple before heading back to your lodge for a relaxing evening under the stars. The Grand Canyon's night sky is one of the clearest in the world, perfect for stargazing and reflecting on an unforgettable day. It's time to leave the coast behind and start day 6 with the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas. Take an early morning flight from Los Angeles and check into one of the legendary hotels on the Las Vegas Strip. Start your day with a lavish breakfast buffet at a 5-star resort, then take a walk along the Strip to marvel at the over-the-top hotels and attractions. Don't forget to stop by the Bellagio fountains, where the water dances to music in a spectacular display. Now the afternoon in Las Vegas. After exploring the Strip, take a break from the glitz and glam by heading to the breathtaking Red Rock Canyon for an afternoon of hiking and stunning desert landscapes. If nature isn't your thing, you can opt for a thrilling experience like an indoor skydiving session or test your luck at a casino. Feeling hungry? Grab lunch at a celebrity chef restaurant and enjoy some of the best food Vegas has to offer. Let's end Las Vegas with an evening. As night falls, Las Vegas comes to life. Start with a cocktail at a rooftop bar, then get ready for a world-class show, Cirque du Soleil, magic performances, or a big-name concert. After the show, take a nighttime ride on the High Roller, the world's tallest observation wheel, for a spectacular view of the neon-lit city. If you still have energy, dance the night away at one of Vegas' famous clubs. Or take a limo tour of the Strip for one last unforgettable experience. Welcome to Los Angeles for Day 7. Start your final day in the USA with a classic Californian breakfast, avocado toast and a fresh smoothie at a trendy cafe in West Hollywood. Then, head straight to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, where you can search for the names of your favorite movie stars. Take a quick detour to the TCL Chinese Theater, where the handprints of legendary actors are set in stone. And of course, no visit to LA is complete without a trip to the Hollywood sign. Hike up to Griffith Observatory for a stunning panoramic view of the entire city. Now for the afternoon, after soaking up the Hollywood vibes, it's time to hit the coast. Drive down the famous Sunset Boulevard, passing palm-lined streets and luxury mansions, before arriving at Santa Monica. Enjoy a delicious seafood lunch by the pier and take a ride on the iconic Ferris wheel at Pacific Park. Next, take a short drive to Venice Beach, where you can stroll along the boardwalk, watch street performers, and soak in the laid-back Californian atmosphere. If you're feeling adventurous, rent a bike and cruise along the scenic path between Santa Monica and Venice. For your final evening, experience LA's world-class dining scene in Beverly Hills or downtown LA. Whether you choose a celebrity-frequented restaurant or a rooftop lounge with views of the city skyline, you're in for an unforgettable meal. End the trip with a sunset drive along the Pacific Coast Highway. Soaking in the breathtaking ocean views and reflecting on an incredible week of travel. And that's a wrap on the perfect 7-day USA itinerary. Whether you're exploring the vibrant streets of New York, taking in the history of Washington, D.C., or relaxing on the beaches of Miami, this trip has something for everyone. If you enjoyed the adventure, hit that like button, subscribe for more travel content, and let me know in the comments which destination you're most excited to visit. Until next time, safe travels everyone.